Let's go to the topic of today. Keep this with you and take note of it. Maturity is not about age, which means maturity does not always come with age. This is what should happen, right? You age, you advance in years of life, then you are supposed to mature with experiences, so on and so forth. Some mature, others they don't. It seems like they are regressing. Maturity, we will learn here, there's two sides of it. What is to be a mature person? And this is for you, regardless of your age. If you're 20, 50, it doesn't matter. So what is to be mature and what is to be immature? And why one thing is necessary for your joy and the other disturbs your relationship? So when we speak about maturity, what are we talking about? To be a mature person is to be firm within yourself. But firmness of character, obviously, firmness of convictions, of right things and wrong things. You should not desire wasting time with things that do not matter. It's a fact that as a person ages, it seems they become more impatient. It seems like we start to see things clearer with what matters and what doesn't. What doesn't matter, you despise. But you know what matters. I'll give you a clear example. The way you dress. When you are young, you want to dress what is trending. Why? Because this is a characteristic of someone who is insecure, someone who is looking for their identity, because they are not secure of who they are or if they are enough. So they want to add to what they are through what they wear. When the person ages, you see that they start to prioritize comfort. They couldn't care less if they will be fashionable. They think, will it hurt my feet or will it be comfortable? So they prioritize comfort. What's the point of being beautiful, handsome, with shoes that are great, and only God knows the pain that you are feeling just to show the trending shoes? This is immaturity. Someone who is mature does not do that because they've learned and they know that they shouldn't waste time with what does not matter. But they will think it doesn't matter what they think. Someone who is mature, they rise above what others think of them. Because what matters is what they think about themselves, not what others will think about them. So maturity is related to this firmness, not someone who is needy, in need of attention. Someone who is mature needs little attention and little affection. And they have little affection and little attention. One who is mature is not that they want affection or to be understood. But if whether they are understood or not, it doesn't matter. And obviously, someone who is immature will not have good relationships. It's unbearable. It's hard to stand someone who is immature.
What I can see is that maturity brings a light life, and immaturity complicates everything. When I stop to think how I was when I had issues to solve, I was very emotional. I would tend to use my emotions. I would give a lot of attention to how I felt. I was so emotional and immature that any tiny thing would become a great problem. The person makes a huge drama out of something that is nothing, a cup that is out of the place. Oh, you don't understand me. I do everything. So every tiny thing they complicate because they don't understand the value of peace. They don't understand the value of you letting things go. Because these are tiny things that makes a whole difference in your life. When you are a complicated person, you think the following: I am like this, I am like that. Things has to go this way. I like this, I like that. You complicate your own life. So what did I do to make my life easier? I started to see that it's way better for you to be a practical person than for you to make a big deal of everything. Oh, he forgets things. He will just remember things on the day and he'll ask, what do you want to do? Do you want to do something? And I would be with the mentality, oh no, he's preparing something, the special date is coming. And then you have the huge expectation, and on the day, nothing happens. And what did I do? So that I would not make this a problem, I'll help him. Renato, so this year, I want you to give me this. I ask, instead of me wanting him to remember me, wanting to see if he really loves me, because you complicate things, you complicate marriage, you complicate your relationship. This is maturity. Why was I like this? Why did I want always to have a surprise? What I was always expecting something? Because you see this in a movie. We listen to people talking about this on romantic movies, books, romance books written by women. Then the man does a lot of beautiful things. And then the women started to wonder, oh, my husband, he does not do this. He was idealized by a woman. I didn't find my standard. Oh, she had to adapt to him. No, I started to have a life that was light. Can you understand? Simple like this. I have more peace. Because sometimes of a tiny thing, you destroy your whole night. It was for everybody to be happy. You came from work, school, everybody's at home. But one tiny thing out of place, you destroyed everything. And then you go to bed upset. And then you get angry towards the person. You are angry at your children. Why? The reason is because you didn't want to let it go. A word. Okay, I will pretend I did not hear what you just said. I'll simplify our life because we already have enough problems. We don't need to create one more problem.
Yes, to know what matters and to spend time on what really matters is to train your mind and to ask yourself, does this matter? Is it worth it? And you will see that many things don't matter. Small things at times don't matter. And people find it hard to detect what matters. And they value what does not matter. Like a woman in the Love School program. She was 60-something years old. And we asked her, do you desire to marry again? And we asked her, how should he look? She said, he cannot have a big belly or bald. Then, because of a bigger belly or less hair, they discard the person. They don't look at what matters. Okay, I won't challenge your taste. What I'm saying is that you can miss a good husband or good wife because you overvalued what didn't matter. What matters? Are they of God? Do they have character? What are their principles? So for you to look at what matters, both when you are choosing a partner for life or in a relationship, not to create problems where there shouldn't have a problem being created, this is sign of maturity. We must be mature.
When you are a firm person, you ignore how you feel. And you said the person is firm inside of them. I was thinking within myself, how many times? And to be firm is for you to do things even when you don't have the desire to do it. If this girl that becomes upset because you didn't reply to my message, I sent you a message and you didn't reply back at the same time. Though I knew you were online. I know that you saw my message and you didn't reply. Why didn't you? Why is that? Because you were making a big deal. You could have had a wonderful day, but you didn't have. Why? Because you gave more attention to what you felt, and then you got into an argument. Sometimes you don't say what you want, and then in a good moment, together, you will speak about the issue. Remember yesterday that we were there at your mom's house and you said this, I didn't like. Now, there at his mom's house, he spoke in a way that you didn't like. He needs to see that I am upset. So you destroyed everything. You were there at his mom's house. You went there. Now you destroy everything because of a mistake, the way that he spoke to you.
I would like to conclude with this verse in Ephesians that says, till we all come to the unity of the faith and of the knowledge of the Son of God, to a perfect man, to the measure of the stature of the fullness of Christ. When you show interest in knowing the Son of God, to know Jesus, then this knowledge makes you perfect, mature. When we are with Jesus, He makes you a mature person. He makes you this perfect man, this perfect person that He wants us to be. If you have made it this far, it is because you want to be a better person. I challenge you to choose one thing you learn in today's video and put it into practice. I'll see you here next time.